Welcome back, Insufferable Gaming fans. Your old pal Rosser here, and we've just arrived in... what is this, the Valley of the Wind or some such? No, Traveler's Town. Awesome. And here we meet Akahana, who we'll be meeting several times. He used to have an unusual statue, but he dropped it, because he's a clumsy bald man. And that will be our first order of business. After talking to the townspeople, the village of Oak lies deep in the forest, and by forest he means poisonous swamp, which saps your HP. Mount Saber, we're also going to be going to in this area. And that's where we find out that the maze is in fact poisonous. There are lots of things to do in this area. So, like any responsible adventurer, we'll stop by the bar first. The wise man Tornell lives with his pupils in the north. Now that's important, because we will be dealing with the wise men. And that guy just hauls ass out of here. He's headed for Mount Saber, no doubt. Oh, and this place is a pawn shop. We can sell pretty much anything here. The inn we would be going to if we needed to heal up. Let's check the armor store. Let's see, we've got leather armor and a carapace shield, so if we can get 220 bucks we'll want to upgrade to a bronze shield. This is one of those games where you always want to have the best equipment. We'll take a look. Nothing we particularly need. Now the thing about the poisonous swamp is, it doesn't, like, just cast poison on you. It just flat out drains your hit points. So, first order of business, I believe, is to find Akahana's statue. And we gotta be careful, because these guys can do a pretty fair chunk of damage. At least until we level up. But at least we can get plenty of XP and money. I wasn't paying attention there. That axe just crushed my face right proper. And now we have the Onyx statue. Which is what Akahana was looking for. That he will give us items for, but we'll have to equip it first, of course. Statue of Onyx. And then we hit B right there. Hey, this is the statue. Thanks for finding it, guy. And we have a gas mask. Because this is not a ancient fantasy game. This is the bleak, distant future. Now, before we go to the forest, we will more than likely want to grind a couple of levels around here. And also get enough money for the bronze shield. So that's what I'll be doing. I will meet you when I have said things. Okie dokie, we're back. I haven't leveled up yet, but I'm close enough to a level up that I wanted to show a few things off. I got the bronze shield, I pawned the carapace shield, and my stats are looking like this right about now. So, I wanted to show off a few things that are of interest. Let's take this guy out, he's in my way. Now some enemies, when you're too low a level, or if you have the wrong sword, you can't hurt at all. I don't know if this Mushroom Man is not being hurt because I have the wrong type of sword, or if because I have too low of an attack stat, but we'll find out soon. And I thought I'd show off some of the surrounding areas. One of these surrounding areas being Mount Saber. I cannot touch the enemies here yet. That's not the only problem with the place, though. There are lots of problems with the place. Rabbit boots. I better take that off. There we go. You can kind of make headway in the ice if you have the rabbit boots equipped, but you still can't hurt the enemies, which is a huge problem. Which is why we don't want to be here yet. But it was worth mentioning because I just wanted to show off the manner in which they keep you from really getting too far ahead of yourself in this game, if that makes any sense. They do it by making sure you just absolutely positively cannot hurt the enemies. Also, the walls that you can't break are a pretty good indicator. And sometimes they actually have an honest-to-God, no kidding, not making it up, invisible wall that they throw at you. Oh, come on, I can make that. There we go. But let's just get out of here for now. We'll be coming back here later. Let's re-equip my fresh magic and my gas mask. Two things which I will be needing very soon. And take a look at some of the other stuff that's around here. If you see that kind of shallow area in the water, we'll be needing the Sword of Water and its upgrade before we can even get across there. So that's going to be a while yet, because before we get the Sword of Fire... before we get the Sword of Water, we gotta get the Sword of Fire. Which is coming up pretty soon. Ah, here's our level. Now things should be a little easier to kill. We can take a quick look and see if we can hit these mushrooms now. Though I doubt it, I think you actually have to have the Sword of Fire to hurt those. Yep, can't hurt him yet. Alright, so let's head on up and see what else is around here. Whoa. Lots of cranky monsters is what's around here. Yeesh. I thought for sure I'd take some damage there, but oh well. Glad I didn't. Ah, this is Tornell's house. Or Tornell. He tells us about a town in the south, which we've already been to. Now, we'll be coming back... Actually, that wasn't Tornell. I think that was Stom. Tornell's student. We'll be coming back there after we visit the town in the swamp. Now, the gas mask doesn't help with that poisonous swamp. Just the other one. Oh, and as long as we're on the subject of exploring the environs... Those are some huge noopers. Take us several few hits as well. And they don't give very good experience. So, alright. Here's what I meant about those invisible walls. Although you can kind of make some headway, but that's just a pleasant way of saying you don't have enough levels to deal with that yet. So, the only place left to go is in here. Now, just as a demonstration, I'd like to show you what happens when you're not wearing a gas mask. Blam. You lose health like freaking mad, which is why you don't want to do that. Yeesh. The monsters here are fairly brutal, but they can be dealt with. And here we reach the town. They say go in peace. Which is pretty much a fancy way of saying piss off, outsider. And this is all the advice we're going to get while we're here. And there's nothing for it. So, let's use our handy-dandy warp boots. To head back here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and I often am, Tornell should be in now. Now that we've visited the town. Ah, here he is. I am Tornell. If you are truly a legendary soldier, you should be able to defeat Storm easily. Just force your opponent against the back wall. Alright, now the thing about this fight is, I don't think it's even possible to win it the first time. Just mashing the buttons like crazy. So what I want to do is keep trying. And it gets a little bit easier every time. Not easy, but still. But usually the third time is the charm. Maybe the fourth time. Button mashing like freaking mad. Ugh, my wrist got tired on that one. Let's try that again. He gets faster a lot sooner than I do. There we go. Now we have telepathy, which allows us to speak to animals and also swamp midgets. Let's check this telepathy out, shall we? We can talk to any of the wise men. For a slight MP toll. Here are some wise men we haven't met. And there's Kensu, who everyone pretty much thinks is a piece of crap. And he's not very talky. But the good news is, now we can hit the town of Oak and take it for everything it's worth. But first, I need to replenish my MP, because there are going to be problems aplenty in the old Swamp Town land. There we go. Now let's see, do I have any warp boots? I do not. Let's pick up some warp boots and head to Oak. Because I'd hate to have to walk back there. To Oak. And just in case, let's go ahead and save. Now we can talk to these folks. And they don't like our kind. But here's one that'll talk to us. That lop-eared Pinky is missing a kid. Get out! Fine. I'll just stomp all over your cabbage and be on my way. Up yours, Piggy. Alright. The only lead we have is that we need to rescue a child from the swamp. There are other things to do in the swamp, but rescuing a child tops the list. Hey, what do you know? I found it first shot. I guess I'm not as rusty as I thought I'd be at this game. Let's just head on back to town. Knock out a couple of critters on the way. This ought to smooth things over just a little bit. Outstanding. Yeah, you better be a good boy from now on. I ain't rescuing your ass every time. And we now have the insect flute. What's the insect flute do? We'll find out soon enough. In fact, we'll find out right now. Calls a poisonous insect. Speaking of poison and insects, we're going to want some things. I'm out of money. Wait. Yep. Totally broke. Well, that's okay. I think we've got enough to handle it. Let's talk to Mr. Elder here. He's got a long face. There's a monster in the poison swamp. Yes, I have seen a monster in the poisonous swamp. Alright. Now we're starting to get some ass-kicking going on. We've got the Sword of Fire. It's a level... We've got a level 1 attack with it. We'll need the Ball of Fire first. And it shouldn't be too hard to find that. All we have to do is beat the poisonous monster. Whoa. The poisonous monster being a giant insect, which is more like a proper boss than anything we've fought thus far. So, we get ready. Got a couple of medical herbs, that's alright then. And this is going to be tricky, to say the least. We don't want... We have to watch out for flying bugs all around. Like that one. They are dangerous, to say the least. Ah. And I'm out of magic. So we have to be even more careful now. There we go. Very dangerous. But now we have the Ball of Fire, which can destroy the ice walls. Also, it can get multiple hits. This is our first multiple hit type attack, which really adds up. That makes it worth using in normal, everyday combat, you see. So let's just head back to town and get our accolades. What's everybody got to say? Perhaps you should go to the training grounds for the wise men on the west side. Yeah, I've already done that. Let's go ahead and hit the inn, restore our MP. Yeesh. 40 bucks is an awful lot to deal with. But you never know when tragedy is going to strike. And these people change their opinion of humans fast. You destroyed the monster. Good. Now we can live without fear. Our precious object belongs to you. Keep the thing that you found, and you are a hero among the dwarves. Alrighty then. I'll just trample your cabbage and be on my way. So, now we can just waltz our way out of the swamp and continue on with our journey. As soon as I recall how to get there from here. Yeah, now I start having problems navigating. There we go. Won't be needing this gas mask on for a while. And we can kill mushrooms. 172. Yes. Those guys die faster also. Let me just do some quick checking here before I get lost. Me and getting lost. 77, yep. The mushrooms give a little bit more experience and are also faster to kill than the hyena men that throw axes. So killing those would be a good decision for leveling up. So leveling up would be a good idea. You want to be, I think, at least level 7 before you tackle Mount Saber. So for now, we'll call it a video, and when we come back, I'll be all leveled up and ready to climb a mountain. Till then, this is Rosser. Take a drink.